Well, it was quite a beautiful day out there today. Temperatures into the 60s right now in the evening. Only got up to the low 80s and upper 70s for our highs out there. We've got a few clouds filtering in overnight. We're not going to be seeing much rain tonight, but there is a chance as we head into tomorrow. So overall, pretty decent weekend. We're going to have a pretty nice start to the week as well. But looking back through the month of August, we started off with a little bit of below average temperatures where we were in the average upper 80s back then. But then we had a stretch of 90s, cooled off a little bit in the third week. And for the last 9 days, we've seen temperatures well above average into the 90s. Apart from today, 79 degrees. The next couple of days, we're going to remain below average. So probably as a whole, August will be above average, though, by the end of it, after everything's said and done. But looking at the 7-day forecast, here we go. We've got those 2 days of 70s coming up, Monday and Tuesday. Notice a bit of stormy day on Sunday. We'll talk about that in just a moment. But 80s as we head through the rest of the forecast. Pretty mild for the rest of the week, but also pretty dry. Going to continue to exacerbate that drought that we've seen here in central Nebraska and other parts of the state as well. Temperatures in the 60s, like I was saying a moment ago, across the state. Still some 70s out towards the northwest part of the panhandle there. A little bit cooler off towards the east. We'll see this trend continue overnight for our morning lows tomorrow and for our highs coming up tomorrow as well. But today was just absolutely marvelous. At one point in the afternoon, the dew points were in the 40s. Can you believe it? That's very dry air, especially for summertime when we've got the corn all out there. But with the drought and with just some northern air masses moving into our area the past day or so, it's helped us cool things down on the dew point front, and it's been pretty nice. It's going to be like this over the next couple of days as well. Winds are mostly out of the south now as the high pressure that we saw today starts to move off towards our east to the clockwise flow, bringing a little bit more of a easterly, southeasterly flow around our area. But that'll feed more heat into our area coming up tomorrow. Like I said, a few clouds overnight tonight as they've been filtering in from the west. Some high plain storms there coming out of Colorado, but McCook, a little bit of shower activity maybe just above the surface around the Trenton area, but it's mostly dying out. I really don't think it'll actually, just looking at it now, I don't think it'll make it to McCook by this evening. Futurecast picks up on that moisture. Again, I don't think it's going to amount to anything hardly at all coming up tonight, but as we head through Sunday, we have a cold front that's going to be coming through. This is a secondary front from the one we saw last night, brought in our cool temperatures today. This is going to bring a little bit more moisture and some thunderstorms with it as well into the late evening hours. So we see along the front some of those storms down there towards McCook, Furnace County area. Then overnight, we might see another wave of some storms moving through the Tri-Cities area. Some models have brought a cluster of storms that's right there behind the banner for Lexington. Another cluster of storms around midnight heading south into Kansas as well. So we could see some places seeing some pretty strong storms overnight as well as later on into the afternoon, evening hours. So we'll keep an eye on that tomorrow. It's not going to be anything widespread severe, but maybe some severe embedded within that line. Future rainfall, not a whole lot coming from it, but we could see some places where they are underneath those heavy rain bands, could be around that 2-inch mark. So that light mauve color there is just over 2 inches plotted there. So this, if it happens right there where we're looking at it on this Futurecast, it'd be really nice because Kearney County, parts of Adams County could really use the rain as they're in a severe drought now. But the other side of this is we could see some severe weather from Holdridge out to Lincoln on up to the South Dakota border. So we'll have to keep that in mind for tomorrow as well. Strong winds, damaging hail possibly with that. A low threat for tornadoes, but it's not completely out of the question. Lows overnight tonight, though, dropping down into the 50s, some low 50s out towards the east. But as we head through the day tomorrow, temperatures are going to be warming up very nicely. A little bit of a heat index, not going to be terrible, though. Here in the Tri-Cities, only into the mid 80s, but maybe some 90s out towards the west.